Boy, am I excited for this one. I am here to bring you the JD3 slow motion shot process video with commentary. So we're going to play this through. I'm going to slow it down. So again, and right from the start, I want you to take a very close look at John's process. Right here, he finishes hook, right here. See him, hook's finished, right? And he immediately sets himself up in what I call position number one, right here. At this point, you can't see it, and we'll talk about it later in the video. He's finishing up his grip right here, and it's all feel. It's all feel, but his grip is done, and he raises to draw from that point. So let's play it from here. Posture is set. Everything is done. Grip is completed right after his hook is completed. His gaze goes right to the center of the target. As he's raising to draw, now I personally am a fan of getting a little bit more in alignment right from before I raise the bow, but he does it so consistently he doesn't have to make a change. Let's watch. More of a linear draw. The point of his arrows is probably right at the target. His hand is probably just on the target or just above. And you can see his shoulders right now are pointed left, but I want you to watch this line right here. Actually, I'm gonna draw a line so you can see it. So he's actually in this what I call position number 2 right now. But watch how the angle of his shoulders changes right here. Big time. Look at that. Let's get rid of that and just go with this one. Look at that angle. That's that. I think Elton calls it a power triangle. I call it the Archer's triangle, or however you want to reference it. But I mean, you could see as well as there's no real head movement. His head hasn't moved at all. He comes in right to his anchor, and also look at this alignment here. And this is crucial. I'm going to go right down the arrow, or I'm going to try to, I should say, to the tip of his elbow. Let's make that straight. Look at that alignment. So if you had to put this all together, come on, get out of there. I can't do it because of the location. And I were to connect those dots. Look at that. Beautiful, right? Head position, barely any movement. Super strong bow arm. Look at the angle of these knuckles, 45 degree. So you can tell like he's got that consistent. That is an NTS detail, that 45 degree angle. Like his grip is damn near perfect. And also I want you to look at this, and we'll look at it from a different angle, but look at his hand. It's not, that's a bad line. It's not perfect up and down, but it's pretty close. And actually that curls under a little bit, so that's not really a fair representation of what his grip looks like. So let's play this through. That alignment is just amazing though. Huge point on being consistent with archery. He's still coming around in it. Actually, at this point, I think he was still coming around because this is slow motion. Coming around into anchor and alignment. This is a close-up of his release. Frame by frame. Notice how the hand doesn't come away from the face. What is the reason? I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back into, he's connected to the bow here. All right, I'm switching to arrows. His tension is this way. Okay? There's a reason his tension is that way, because one, his alignment is done, And 2, he is into his back. Let's play that again. Watch how he comes straight back. Super, super, super crucial point of the shot process. Straight back. See that? And you can see the string just pulls through his fingers. Now, he has like a little bit of a, I want to call it a static finish. He just doesn't add anything into it. There's nothing explosive about it. He just lets the bow do what the bow needs to do. Also, I want you to look right here. Right here. See how, so hook is in. Look at how the thumb is wrapped around the corner of that jaw. That's a big detail for stability. Thumb wrapped around, comes straight back. Let me clear this out. That hand comes straight back. All right, let's keep playing it. Finish, and that bow arm stays. There's very little movement up front on that bow arm. It's just tension and direction. Again, let's look at direction of tension, right? Watch what happens here. What's happening? Straight toward the target. Play it again. Such an amazing shot. I hate him. Not really. He's one of my best friends. Good shot of him setting his hook and the deliberate nature of it. So let's watch this. I think I get the whole thing. He sets and just for clarification here, he sets his thumb on the knock and the tab goes up against the arrow, and then he deliberately finds the spot and moves with his thumb and then moves his tab to that spot. I don't know if I got that whole video here on this or not. I feel like I did. But you also get to see a little bit of how he finishes that hook and his grip. So his hook's already done and he places his thumb. I take that back. He sets his hook, places his thumb to keep that tension there. But watch, he's finishing his grip right there. I should have changed the frame rate and kept the transition so you could see the final. His hook is done here. That's not moving anywhere. He's got that little bit of tension on the string, which you can see. A little bit of tension on the string. And here's his grip is being finalized right here before he raises to draw. Right there. Boom. Grip's done. Just one frame out. I told you all, I'm not a content creator. Let's watch the rest of this. Let's watch this all the way through. You can also see he's blinking. That means that he's relaxed at full draw. He's not under tension or stress, and I know John does that all the time. But look at that bow arm. I mean, and again, I'm pausing it, and I said I was going to watch it all the way through. Couple of highlights here. Consistent, relaxed grip, thumb toward the target. You can see that angle, and look at this spot right here. Right. Oh, that's the wrong one. Right here. See how that fatty part of his thumb pad is focused on the grip. Everybody's hands are built a little bit different, but some people get way too handsy into their grip. And I'll be honest with you, if you're a right-hand shooter, so right now you take your left hand and you look at your palm, and you see where the lifeline comes down your palm. Most shooters, their grip should be to the left side, if you're looking at your palm right now, to the left side of that lifeline. This right side of your palm, if at all, should barely touch, if at all. Mine does not touch at all. I don't believe John's does either, or if it does, it's like right down the middle of that lifeline. People get too handsy and they get too much contact into that grip. Great representation here also of what a vertical, and I call it posture in the release hand, deep hook looks like. This is it right here. There's so much control that goes with having that deep hook when it comes to shooting. You just have to train the release. Let's watch it all the way through. And that bow arm is just magnificent. Oh, wrong one. Go back to that. I just wanna. Oh my goodness, John, stop shooting so fast. Bow arm, look at that, beautiful. Look at that slow motion. I want to look at this one more time. Let's watch that string. Look, so watch how the hand doesn't move and the string just pulls through the fingers. Boom. You see how they're semi-relaxed afterwards, and then he finishes the shot process, and it's just a reminder. It's feedback on, okay, boom, this is where I have to finish. He's not letting go of the string. That string is pulling through his fingers, keeping the tension in the back, tension in direction. Then he's got feedback by finishing that shot. Let's watch it up close. Yep. Watch it again. Up close, nice and slow, frame by frame. Coming through. Watch string. It started now. So right here it started. So at this point in the shot process, right, he's aiming middle, holding. There's no real conscious effort of saying, I'm going to let go now. He just knows by that buildup of tension that this thing's going to go. And you can see, look at the fingers start to go. There's no excessive movement. That hand's not going anywhere. The string's just blowing through the fingers. And you can see that schnoz of his taking a whack of the string. But that hand comes straight back. Very Brady Ellison-esque, if you ask me, but it's not as fluid, and that's mainly because it can't be. It has to be almost controlled and borderline static. Let's watch it again. Real good representation of the blinking, which keeps him nice and relaxed, keeps the eyes fresh. They don't get dried out. Awesome. Another close-up. I'm going to slow this one down, frame by frame. Barely any movement whatsoever prior to the shot. So he's just aiming at this point. It's all just aiming. He's letting it float as small as he can. Let's see what happens. Oh, here we go. All right, we're starting here. Going slow. String blows through the fingers. He maintains the tension and direction of the full draw alignment, and his finish is natural. Straight back, maybe a little bit. Yeah, that's it. It's just so repeatable. Head doesn't move. Great view of his grip and what that bow arm should look like after the shot. Again, we're talking about tension and direction through the end of the shot into the feedback stage. Watch. Bow, where does it go? Straight at that target. Minimal movement of that bow arm. At bat, I don't even think there is any. It just stays. Boom, straight forward. Let the bow do the work. The bow shoots the arrow perfect every time. And that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I certainly did. Watching people like John and others shoot that have just such beautiful form. It's like poetry. It's like archery poetry.